All right, hello everybody. We have our, I think, last race here of the Swiss bracket, I believe, right?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, so hopefully we can go out with a bang and have a hype race here. I believe I'm Rhino Feeder here. I'm here with my co-commentator Sierra.
Hello.
Treating Slow versus Dynamite here. Should be pretty hype. Slow with a PB of 52 minutes and 29 seconds, and Dynamite with a PB of 58 minutes and 49 seconds. So a bit of a difference, but as I always say, anything can happen in a race setting. So
Yep,
very
this
excited.
is very true. So I'm currently counting down the runners, waiting to see if they're ready. There is around a 40-second stream delay from when I count them down and when you will see them head off. Alright, so they've been counted down. So, you mentioned the runners' PBs?
Yep, I mentioned both their PBs, including Dynamite's unsubmitted PB.
Alright then.
Yeah, so
How this race goes.
now we just now. Yeah, I was gonna say it's always fun just sitting here waiting for them to start.
Yep. Sipping my coffee, you know.
Oh. And there we go.
Looks like, and they're off.
Yeah, so not really a whole ton to commentate here. I think everybody watching the race is fairly familiar with King's Pass, the first area here. Super like top fast times out of King's Pass are about 51 seconds in that range. We'll see if any runners get a 51. It's not as common in a race setting. The King's Pass is funny because it's a place where a lot of runners will just reset over the tiniest mistake. I think that's fairly common in speed games, though, very early on in a run, but both runners looking like they get good bench fly RNG here. No issues with the pogos or getting hit. And Slow getting the,
the hard fall there.
Yeah, Dynamite gets the hard fall.
That will be a little bit of a time difference, but this is still really early on in the race.
Yeah. A low 52.
And I with a high 53.
Yeah, so good times. I mean, I never expect to see too much difference between runners in the first segment or two. Maybe once we get into green path is where we'll start to see a big variance, but the first splits here, I mean, the first section here, a little bit of RNG and the Gruzzer drop coming up. And then a little bit more with, very small things like False Knight's pattern, but I don't expect to see any massive RNG differences for either runner here.
Well, at least not for the first split, but the second split does have the boulders. So we'll see how these next few splits treat them.
Absolutely, yeah. I really think the boulders that's really the first place in this run where I feel you can completely lose like 6-7 seconds if you're horrendously unlucky, completely out of your control.
Oh, for sure, yes.
See, Slow. Oh, he misses the spike.
Misses the double spike and taking a damage. Die hitting one of the B things.
The aspids?
Aspids. With the spike. Ideally you want to hit both, but it's better than none.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Slow being like 2-3 seconds ahead here. Again, like I said, I don't expect to see any crazy differences in time, give or take a few seconds here and there. In this first segment. Oh, slow forward slash the wall there. What's up?
Isn't it Die that is? Oh wait, no, my bad.
Yeah, Slow's got like
rooms, tired brain.
Yeah, Slow's like 4 or 5 seconds ahead-ish.
Yeah, yeah. Oh no, I'm missing the timing for the statue pogo.
Yeah, that's a really annoying one to miss. One, because it's time loss, and two, because if you miss the statue pogo, you usually get hit either by the Vengefly or the Tick Tick there. But
Yes. The
health isn't
tick-tick
really
is...
too big of a concern in this split here.
We have 4 free heal
Mm-hmm.
times. So it's not the biggest deal as long as you make it to false night.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh. Slow missing the... There we go. Yeah, Slow was
That
trying to
trigger
get a
point
yeah,
is-
super optimal trigger point turnaround and didn't go far enough, but everything is good now, right?
It's like a certain runner with the dash slash and lighthouse.
Yeah. And Slow getting one more hit, False Knight, out of pure rage.
So,
I don't know why, I always do that too, so I can relate.
I mean, it's extra soul, right?
I don't think you actually get soul from hitting False Knight.
Oh,
From
right,
hitting,
yeah.
yeah, you don't get soul from hitting his armor, only
Yeah,
his
you
head
only
when he
get
popped
it.
out.
Mhm. You can dream nail him, though, right?
That is, yeah, you can dream nail him at any point. Obviously, it's pretty risky, but...
Right.
And we don't have dream nail when we fight him. So let's see here. We're going to get like a 337 Vengeful Spirit from Slow. And a 344 from Dynamite. So again, not too much of a difference for a run that roughly takes between 50 to 60 minutes. Yeah, slow out to an early lead here, we can say.
Definitely, yes.
Yeah. And this is the section you had just mentioned, Sierra, where depending on how many spits the Balder decides to give our runners, we can either save or lose quite a bit of time here.
Yes. Oh no, Slow missing that jump there and causing the tick-tick to be in the wrong place.
Yeah, that's definitely an annoying thing.
Yeah. The Balders are a 50-50 chance of giving a Balder split versus Acid. Let's see
There's a
what
1.
Slow gets.
A 2 spit, very fine.
2 spit, not bad.
Yeah. I don't know any runners who would be upset with the 2 spit.
3
Dynamite.
spit for die.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of unfortunate time loss that he can do nothing about.
Yeah, I think every Balder spit you get is like an additional 1 second, maybe a little bit less, depending on how well you handle it.
Yep. So runners now heading over to Green Path. It's interesting to note here, going through Green Path, we don't take the intended route, we do fireball skips using the, oh no, Slow falling in the Grezza room.
Yeah. He made up for it quickly, but...
Yeah. So, we use the fireball's backlash to get to places we shouldn't.
Right.
Very interesting bit of speed tech there.
Oh, Dynamite...
Oh no, Dye shooting the wrong way.
Yeah, so there's just a 3-second time loss now because he can't even attempt this fireball skip. He's gonna have to take the slow way around. Unfortunate there.
Yeah. That fireball
Oh.
skip is the hardest, but missing it only loses 3 seconds.
Yeah, you know, I think it's the hardest one too. Like, I don't think it's even close that that's the hardest one, and people disagree with me and think I'm crazy. I think that's the most precise one.
It really
Yeah.
depends on the runner. Some people find the last fireball skip to be the hardest.
Yeah.
Others find the first. Just because things that make them difficult are different. So different runners find different things difficult.
Yeah, definitely. Like, the one we just saw Slow do, I think most runners consider that the easiest of the skips. It's fairly
For sure,
straightforward.
yeah.
There's a lot of lenience. Dynamite missing
Oh,
it
no, Dye
though,
misses
unfortunate.
it.
Yeah, I mean, and it's nothing in this game is free, but he gets. Oh, that's a really good squip backup. He about as good of a backup as you can get there.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Really clean third fireball skip from Slow.
Yeah. And he got good Husk RNG there too. He didn't have to slow down too much to get around them. He's got good soul heading into this room too. So our runners are gonna want it's hard to explain, but to be comfortable going to the room Slow is going into, you want at least 8 hits of soul here.
Yes.
We'll see if he goes to the
struggling with
double.
that last fireball skip going around. Let's see if he gets the man pogo.
Oop. He does not
get
That's
it.
unfortunate. Yeah, and that's going to be quite a bit of time lost to Slow, who hit them all very cleanly, but
Yeah.
we'll see how
Missing that
Dynamite comes back.
That last fireball skip and not getting the man pogo is, I believe, a 12-second time loss.
Yeah, that's really brutal. Slow here now, getting just the right amount of soul. You need 8 hits to go into the Moss Knights optimally here. Let's see what kind of RNG we get. He looks down. I respect that decision in tournament.
So do I. I very much do.
Yeah, I respect that decision. The position. Oh, well, one of them didn't hit, so he's got a. Yeah, okay, he makes quick work of it. But yeah, those 2 Moss Knights can spawn. One of them always spawns roughly to the left side there, but the one that's walking around, if it spawns to the left, kind of like it did for Slow, that's just unfortunate RNG time loss. But
yep.
he did fine handling it.
There are ways to handle it without waiting, but waiting when you're ahead in a race certainly makes sense.
Definitely, and I think
the team RNG in is not waiting, taking a damage.
Yeah. And Slow.
Going into Hornet is a little bit iffy.
Yeah, definitely. Slow seems to have this under control. I haven't seen him go for any doubles. Definitely a find. Oh my god, I thought he was gonna soft lock there. I thought.
Oh, he didn't soft lock. That's.
Yeah. So for those who don't know, if you kill Hornet and she lands up on that gate there, she can just soft lock, and you literally have to do all of Green Path over again. I don't know how we're handling that for the tournaments. I don't know if we had talked about that because. What's up, Sierra?
I believe that what we discussed is if that happens, the runner who it happened to, the other runner will pause their timer until the runner who got the soft lock catches up.
Okay. That seems fair. Yeah, because it's something like that is like, it's a glitch that, yes, we as runners, we totally know what causes it and can avoid it, but it's kind of crummy that just because of the way the game is, we have to change the way we might do a fight because of that, so.
Yeah, and it is like, yes, we know what causes it, but when you're like in the moment, it's not always 100% to remember that it can be caused by that.
Yeah, absolutely. And Slow here, having a good clean drop, Dynamite following, not too far behind.
Rickson in chat telling us that the runners are now 39 seconds apart.
Yeah, and Green Path, I say this a lot, but Green Path is an absolutely brutal split, especially for new runners, and it comes so early on in the run. Like, there's a lot of things that can go wrong in Green Path.
Yes, that is very, very true.
So we'll see here. Slow making his way over to the E-Pogo room. Dynamite having a good drop here. Let's hope for no acid dunks. Very well done.
Very clean. Slow now in the E-Pogo room. For a runner of his caliber, I'd expect a clean E-Pogo.
Yeah, just going for the standard E-Pogo.
Yep.
Well done.
Gets it, no trouble. Dye looking a little bit confused with his movement in that room.
Huh, I didn't see, but... Interesting. Ooh, Slow forgets to dash that. Yeah, you're supposed to fireball then dash there for the setup, but... Oh no, that's like the worst thing that could have happened.
Go around. That's a solid 20 seconds time loss that Dye can make up.
Yeah, if Dye has a clean segment here... Oh
no!
This is like... Oh god, well...
Slow really struggling there.
I guess on the positive side of things here, this is Dynamite's chance to really make up some time. Yeah, and he gets first try E-Pogo, and he's right on Slow's heels now.
Yep.
Yeah, and I'm sure Slow's picking himself for this.
He'll have made up plenty of time. It doesn't look like he's getting it either, though.
Oh,
Oh, he goes for a different setup, it looks like.
a very unconventional setup, but man, he just made up quite a bit of time there.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Slow still has a good lead. Yeah, definitely, but I mean, Dynamite really did himself a favor there, hitting both of those really difficult skips first try.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll be curious to see what Rick's in
saying
the chat. Yeah.
Yep, 16 seconds now between them.
Yeah. With a 23-second difference. Yeah, that's Yes, I mean that's how quick things can change in a race setting.
Yep.
And Slow not getting any soul there. I'm gonna be curious to see where he gets his soul. Normally we want to get a hit on the Aspen in that room. That he just left prior to that room. Because we need 6 hits of soul walking into Gruzmother to do that fight out. Dynamite not getting the hit either. Okay. Maybe I'm the crazy one who always gets that hit.
Nah, I don't think you are. I do think that hit is needed.
I'm pretty sure.
Dynamite
doesn't have any.
the hit on the fly.
So we got Slow's probably just gonna kill Jennifer here. Yeah. Okay.
Rip Jennifer.
R.I.P.
Die getting 2 hits off that fly actually. So
Yeah,
that
so
would
he'll
make up
probably
for
get
the hits he didn't get.
Yeah, he'll probably get 1 hit on the drop here, then kill Jennifer. And Slow getting Ooh, not a good Gruzmother pattern, but it makes quick work of it. Oh, he goes to the Soul Totem, actually. Interesting.
Oh, interesting. Going
so
for
he's
full
gonna
soul before he even walks in.
Yes, he might just open up the fight with 3 fireballs. Then need 3 fireballs, 3 nail hits.
You know what? If that works for him, then.
Yeah, definitely. Ooh, he misses
This
one.
Is a fireball. Oof.
Yeah, I mean, if it works, it works. Personally, I like to finish Gruzmother with 2 fireballs for the cleanup because I think that's a much better time save than killing Gruzmother a little bit faster. We'll see what Dynamite does here. Yeah, a lot of Gruz are escaping now without that extra fireball. But he makes up for it really quickly. That went about as well as we could have hoped. In the meantime, we'll see Slow setting up the shade pogo.
Oh, rip Slow. That's gonna be huge time loss. I don't know how he's gonna recover. So Slow now, ooh, he gets a fireball from his shade.
Yeah.
Still recovers the shade.
Yeah, it did really well.
Really good pogo.
And while Slow is over there swimming for the next 20-ish seconds, 10 seconds, whatever, we have Dynamite setting up his own shade skip. Hopefully things
doesn't put on,
Yeah, he didn't put Shaman on.
I wonder if he forgot if he is gonna get it later.
He bought it, right? I wasn't watching. I was watching Slow do shade skip, but
I think so. I mean,
maybe he'll put it on at King's. Maybe he'll put it on when he benches at King's Station. That's all I can imagine. Because I mean, you need Shaman. You really need that equipped.
Really do. Even if he did forget, like he'll go through trying to kill those husks and realize, oh shoot, they're not dying fast enough.
Right? Yeah. Like, why are they not dying in 1 fireball?
Yeah.
Or maybe he equipped it.
RNG pretty well.
Did he equip it before and we just missed? This is the problem I have with keeping track of tiny details in both runners.
Yeah.
Like maybe he equipped it before he set up Shade Pogo. I don't know.
I guess we'll find out.
Yeah. Exactly. We're gonna find out right now.
Yep.
Okay, he did equip it.
Like
it's equipped.
He did equip it. Okay.
Yeah, he must have equipped it before. It's a little bit slower to equip it before. Because if we do it after we die, we're equipping it in the time that the knight would be waking up on the bench anyway, so it doesn't add any additional time to equip it during that animation. But hey, if you want to equip it beforehand,
whatever makes you not forget, that's what matters.
Yeah, right.
Oh no, Slow having a fireball eaten by the wall.
Yeah, not the best, and Slow doing a good job there. Yeah, preventing the Geo from going in that little corridor. I think most runners have had a moment where they lost like 20 to 50 Geo in that corridor and just forgot about it.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but...
Yeah. Now Dynamite doing the same thing.
The reason why we need all this geo so early on is because we're about to pick up Dash Slash for the hefty price of 800. And then after that, we've got to pick up King Station for 300. So until that point, geo collection will be very tight.
How much geo did Dynamite just get? Am I crazy? So I only see like 400 geo picked up. But we'll see how much he's got here. Should be around like 750 usually. 730 to 7. Okay, yeah, so he's fine.
Yeah, he's got more than enough geo. You're comfortable going in with like 710.
Yeah, I personally like having more here if I can. Yeah, if I can get it without slowing down, just to make buying King Station a little more comfortable leaving. Yeah, 840 geo here for slow. Really comfortable amount here. And from what I've seen, yeah. he hasn't slowed down at all to get it. So very nice. And we'll see what Dynamite does here too. Really clean hopper section from slow, not taking any hits. It is deceivingly easy to take hits in this section.
Oh yeah, the hoppers take a ton of hits, and although they have very predictable RNG, if you mess up the cycle, it can be really hard to get back on and not take a ton of hits.
Definitely. And Dynamite with even more geo. So both runners super comfortable here. They're going to have a nice easy time, hopefully, leaving Sanctum and affording King Station.
No comms curse.
Yeah. Wouldn't be the first time I did.
Wow.
Yeah,
hate to see it.
So slow now going to be heading over to one of the most volatile sections of the entire run, which is Soul Sanctum. A bit of RNG in here that can just take away all of your health at once, if you're not careful.
Pretty much, yeah. Soul Twisters can teleport directly into your dash, and you can't move while you're in your dash animation, so you're kind of just stuck.
Yeah, right. It's definitely something annoying that we, throughout this turn, we watched even like super top runners lose quite a bit of time and health to those Soul Twisters, so hopefully both of our runners get some good luck here for this.
Lo got some really nice elevator walkling storage.
Yeah, he chained that really well. And really cleanly through the dark room. Well done. Didn't have any problems. The Spire Climb is one of those things where it's fairly straightforward, but as soon as one little thing goes wrong, all of a sudden you're scrambling and it's a mess.
Yeah, it can be quite difficult for new runners as well, because the lever you have to hit is behind a foreground, and then you have to go through a room with absolutely no visual cues.
So I always like to see what strategies people use for this first Soul Twister that slow is coming up to here. I always just shoot 2 fireballs no matter what. I don't want to deal with the RNG. Yeah, then this is exactly why. Like, I don't want to deal with chasing you around. I don't want to deal with worrying if you're going to teleport out of the way. I just immediately shoot 2 fireballs.
It is slower though in the long run, because you want to have extra soul for the soul warrior that's coming up.
Yeah, for sure. It can cause Yeah, it can cause time loss if you're not careful about your soul collection through the next few rooms.
Yes.
For sure.
Slow with a nice amount of geo there.
Nice.
Well, let's see how he handles the Soul Twister.
Yeah.
Yep,
yeah, very nice.
With a 2 fireball.
So that's what I'm saying. Just kill it right away. Don't leave anything to chance.
Honestly, it depends on where the Soul Twister spawns in. There are only a couple different ways that it can spawn in, and depending on how it does, you might approach it differently.
Yeah, for sure. Sometimes you can get a double on the first fireball too.
Yeah, depending on where it spawns and a little bit of RNG.
Ooh.
Slow taking a hit there.
Yeah, he played that a little bit scared. I think he was worried about dashing into the Soul Warrior because he didn't want the Soul Warrior to attack him when he was unable to respond. But that went pretty well.
Gets good RNG in this room. Oof, but taking a hit there on that volley.
Yeah, taking hits here really stinks. Because we don't get to heal for a while now, unless you end the Soul Master fight with health, or excuse me, with Soul. Dynamite gonna
And
collect some
that's
extra soul
honestly
there.
quite difficult.
Yeah, it really is, because normally we're using, optimally done, we're using all of our soul to kill Soul Master.
Yep. Guy not going for the first hit on Soul Master, it looks like. Having a
Yeah,
bit
he
of a
got
slower fight.
Yeah, I think his first fireball failed to double, which isn't.
Oh.
It's not 100% RNG, but there's definitely a little bit of getting lucky to it, or rather being unlucky that can come with it.
Yeah.
The slow finishing with
Really
6 hits
nice
there,
Soul
yeah.
Master fight.
Yeah, and like, we were just saying, you know, that's 5 hits, I think, actually. But we were just saying, optimally, you know, you end this fight with no soul, but, I mean, it didn't look like he held back on any fireballs there. I think he just got a
No,
really
he
good
didn't.
pattern. Yeah.
He
So now the
got
second
the
phase here.
fireball quick kill in the beginning. He got a whole bunch of doubles.
Ooh, taking a hit there. Yeah, now we can heal up once.
Yep.
Picking up the dive ability here gives us full soul back, so there's really no reason not to heal there if you have the soul.
Yes. But even if you are at a low amount of health, you can only really afford to take one heal from the soul you get from the ability.
Right.
Because you need to use some of your soul to break through the floor with D-dive.
That's a good point. And Dynamite on 1 HP here. This is getting really scary.
With a fake dive.
He is... Yeah,
you can see he's hesitant to dash.
Yeah, he gets a heal off there. That's unfortunate because he definitely would have wanted to shoot a fireball there instead, but he gets the kill.
For sure. A little bit slower, but he probably feels a little bit comfier at 2 HP.
Yeah, and I can't blame him, honestly. That's a really sketchy fight to do at 1 HP.
Definitely. Especially with the headbang phase.
Yeah. Everybody who runs 106 and run 12 and does Fury strats is laughing at me right now, but...
Okay, but anyone who does that is a little bit of a madman.
Yeah. So now Dynamite having a good second phase. Yeah.
Oh,
that was really close, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was like frames away from hitting him.
Yeah, super unfortunate to note though that Dynamite doesn't have enough soul to heal once. But 2 HP is usually fairly comfortable leaving Sanctum. I mean, it's not the greatest in the world, but most runners, yeah, it's manageable. There aren't really any places you can easily take a hit in this section.
That actually, there are a couple places where if you mess up any of your movement, you'll fall into a folly.
Well, the biggest worry I have there is the Great Husk Sentry in that little narrow room when we're leaving Spire, because he does 2 hits with he does 2 damage per hit, so I'm always scared of him if I'm leaving there at 2 health.
That one honestly doesn't scare me too much.
Oh man, you've never lost a run to him, have you?
I have not, no. And
oh,
I
you
always
just wait.
go for the sketch geo.
Oh yeah, I have lost runs going for the sketch geo because of that.
I've lost the run to the husk after the big one, but never to the big one.
Slow did a really good job there, stopping to collect the right amount of geo, but not over collecting geo. A lot of runners would have a tendency there just to stop and collect every last drop of geo they made and waste a little bit of time, but Slow was very aware of how much he needed there, and he didn't slow down one bit. He shot the fireball and just held right. Very well done.
Definitely showing his knowledge of the category.
We say as he struggles with this little wall climb bit, but he's all good.
Not gonna lie, that wall climb is one of the harder ones that we do a lot.
Oh yeah. Let's see how Dynamite does here with 2 HP. We talked about it. Please don't let me be responsible for a comms curse. Okay, we're good.
You're good, yes.
Okay, and he's got 300 geo already, so he's not gonna have to slow down at all.
He had gotten some of the geo from the follies instead of getting the wall cling storage.
Not bad then.
So that is the best mandatory bench in the entire category. Because it heals you up after Sanctum, which is scary in and of itself, before going into Crystal Peaks, which is incredibly incredibly cycle-based, really easy to get a whole bunch of hits out of nowhere. and
Yeah,
there aren't
definitely.
any good ways to get soul, and any heals you take lose time. So for
Yeah,
that
and
reason, it's a bit scary.
definitely, and important to note too that done optimally, Crystal Peaks has at least one intentional damage tank as well too. And
That's
then
true.
you know, there's the laser cycle. It's very easy to get hit in God's cycle room if you're going for a really fast segment. And then of course the intentional damage tank doing the early control off of D-Dark. So health management is definitely pretty sketchy in this throughout the next two splits entirely.
100%.
Also worth noting too that this is well, somewhere in Crystal Peaks is probably like the worst place in the entire run to die, spawning us all the way back into Spire. Like I would say inside of Crystallized Mounds is probably one of the like biggest time losses you can take.
Yes. Dying in Crystallized Mound is, I want to say, just as bad as dying at the end of Green Path.
Yeah, yeah, dying to
done
Hornet.
both.
Yeah, having done, yeah. Oh, it's okay, Sierra.
But yeah, so Slow having really good movement through the God Cycle room and then the Key room.
Yeah, he didn't get hit in either. He went for the damageless cycle in Key room. I don't think it's that much slower. Like, I don't, maybe a second, maybe two, but definitely in a tournament setting when, you know, the last thing we want is to die here. Definitely worth giving up maybe a second or two to guarantee that you have more health just for safety's sake.
100%, yes. And also, it is technically possible to do the damage version of Key Room without taking damage, but it's not. It is consistent, but it's very hard to get consistent.
Yeah, I don't go for it. I tried it a few times, said nope. That's fine.
I used to go for it and then just decided nah.
Yeah.
Oh, Die going for. Oh no.
Oh, you thought he was gonna do Pogax?
Yeah.
The slow do underplay. I was watching to see if Dynamite did Pogax. We had the two most hype tricks.
But I'm not sure.
We had the two most hype tricks at the same time, and I couldn't watch both. You hate to see it.
Yeah.
I mean, you love to see it, but like, you hate to see it.
You love to see it. You hate when you can't.
Yeah, that's right. Dynamite doing pretty well there.
We still have 4, but only one functional potential. Die going for the fast version there with the damage tank that we were talking about.
Yeah, that's a very common strategy in that room using any percent, because I've said before, in any percent, we don't really care about our health here at all. We save and quit out immediately after getting Crystal Heart, so we have plenty of health to do what we need to do.
Yes. No fancy wall cling storage from Slow.
Yeah.
Let's see if Die gives us an underplat, though. You can't see much, but Slow is...
Oh, jeez, Slow. Giving me a heart attack there, buddy. Okay.
Makes it through the dark room easy.
Yeah, right. I mean,
no trouble at all.
Gave me a heart attack, but like, it's there. Dynamite going for the damageless set. Oh, I thought he was going.
He's now down 2 health. Yeah, no, I could tell.
It looked like he was... Oof.
Oof.
Jeez.
No
yeah.
underplat.
If you get off cycle on those conveyor belts, it's incredibly difficult and sketchy to get back on. Slow had a really, really clean crystallized mound on the other side of things, though. So we're going to see him set up this early... more than enough health to get this dash slash early control without any worries.
But
and he has...
left.
Look how much soul he has, too. I don't think I've ever left this section of the run with 6 hits of soul.
You know what it is? He didn't take any heals anywhere. He got a couple hits going through C Peaks, and then he got 2 more hits on the Hunter right outside the dark room.
Gotcha. Yeah, because even without heals, I was gonna say I think I usually barely have 3 soul here, and he's got 6. So.
Yeah, really comfy amount. He doesn't even need it, but it will be nice to have for the dive here.
Definitely, and we'll see if we get any swag walklings. Oh, nice heal from. Yeah, I totally respect the heal there.
Oh yeah.
We're sitting there waiting for the gate anyway. That's a good place to heal. We'll see which dark room strat Dynamite goes for. Going for the C dash strat.
Going for C dashes.
Killing the Crystal Hunter first.
Yep. if you're going for C dashes, you have to, just because
Oh,
it's
does he
not.
hit you?
Yeah, it's not possible to go through. There is only
Ah.
one C dash you can afford to take before it'll hit you.
Gotcha. And we'll see if Slow can win the hearts of the fans again with another underplat. Oh.
Oh. The hitbox on that roof is a little bit jank.
It's a little weird. Oh, Dynamite having some trouble.
Let's
Yeah,
go
that's the smart move.
underplat.
Dynamite choosing not to C-dash there was the smart move, because if you mess it up twice, the Crystal Hunter has got your number, so you'll get hit if you try and charge a C-dash.
Another thing, so we're running on patch 1221, and one of the nice things about it is that the hunters shoot a lot slower than on current patch.
Oh my god, when I look at how they perform on current patch, it's like they're shooting a machine gun. It's crazy.
Oh, yeah. I tend to forget, like, why those memes exist until I go back to do a rando or something on current patch.
Yeah, definitely.
So
Slow.
Oh. Yep. What were you saying?
A minute 34 from Rixie in there. Yeah. I was gonna say we have Slow heading into Watcher Knights now. A fight that is, again, I never ever like to use the word free, but a fight that's definitely
a lot easier than any percent.
Yeah, a lot easier than most categories here.
The only categories that are easier are 100. I think 106 is the only one because flukes are overpowered.
Oh yeah. Yeah, in 106, this fight is a cutscene. It's pretty straightforward.
It's literally faster to kill the Watcher Knight than to break the chandelier.
Yeah, that's right. 106, they don't even break the chandelier.
Yes.
Slow getting the double dream nail, very nice. Oh, perfect RNG here. Yeah.
That's what you want to see. The reason why in 1221 all skills the fight is relatively easy is because 3 D-Darks will kill a Watcher Knight, and we get the iframes from them, which allow us to literally sit inside the Watcher Knight and spam the spell.
Yeah. That was a decent fight from Slow. The first 2 phases were great. The final phase got a little bit sloppy at the end there, but I'm sure Slow's still probably happy with that fight. Nothing went too wrong. The knights didn't really spread out too much.
Unfortunately, I missed whether or not Dye got the second underplat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was watching Slow's fight.
Yeah. So, Slow slurping up his first Dreamer out of 3 while Dye heads over to fight his Watcher Knights.
Yeah, and we'll see what kind of fight Dynamite gets here.
Looks like he's getting a bit lost. Oh, nope, never mind. Anti-comms curse at work.
Yeah, let's hope we don't comms curse Dynamite here and he does in fact get a good Watcher Knights pattern.
Well, you saying that, now we have to say that Dye
Let's hope that I hope he gets a terrible Watcher Knights pattern. I hope all they do is roll across the room in opposite directions the entire fight.
Yes.
There we go.
Perfect term counter curse. Trademark TM.
Yeah. Let's see here.
Going for some extra hits there.
Yeah, I kind of like that actually.
It's not necessary though, actually, because...
Yeah, I don't like it before the first hit.
Yeah.
Because before the first hit, you're not collecting more soul.
It just wastes time that the Watcher Knights could roll around. But after that, it's actually really smart to get that. Right,
yeah. I've actually started for my Watcher Knights. I do 2 D-Darks, then a nail hit, and a Shade Soul.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Dynamite's got to be careful here.
Oof, yeah, he still has...
He still has like 4 knights to get. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Well...
Counter curse did not work.
I was going to say, I'm not taking the fall for that one. That is rough from Dynamite.
Yeah.
Fortunately, it doesn't spawn us too far back, but...
Yeah, because we have that Spire bench. Meanwhile, Slow doing the Isma skips. Really clean spike tunnel there. Let's see how he gets the Isma skips. Oh no, it looks like he dunked in the acid there.
Yeah, huh. I look away for half a second and I miss an acid dunk. Did he dunk in the acid,
we
really?
don't have tier yet. I think so, because he had the damage respawn animation. But he gets the 2 actual tier skips very cleanly.
And here comes our best friend to knock us out of the cutscene so we can move again. I don't know how much time that actually... Like, obviously it saves substantial time, but I don't know the exact number of seconds that it saves.
I think the cutscenes are, like, I want to say 8 seconds long.
Gotcha.
So depending on the warp comes, it can save a considerable amount of time.
Yeah, Dynamite getting a much better fight here. The Knights are behaving quite more favorably for him.
Yep.
There you go. And that's Watcher Knights from Dynamite. There we go. You know, let's see if Slow gets good Rava RNG here. Yep, all of the... Oh,
almost did.
I don't think he needed to stop that one. I think he would have been okay, but definitely nothing wrong with stop. Like, if the third Rava's in your way, that's probably the best case scenario outside of none of them being in your way.
Oh, certainly.
Yeah, so we're going to see Slow head down here, start making his way over to Broken Vessel, get wings. In the meantime, Dynamite climbing the spire to get the first Dreamer of the Run Lurian.
Let's see how his Molochs go.
Yeah.
Although the Molochs look like they're RNG, the directionality of their spits are RNG, but when they spit isn't. So we have strats to avoid all the hits but one.
Yeah, as far as getting hit by the Molochs, there's actually very, 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 very little RNG involved at all. It's fairly consistent with practice to not get hit at all or get hit maybe once, depending on if runners choose to do the intentional damage tank at the one Moloch, which is technically the fastest option, but you are taking a hit of damage before a boss fight.
Yes.
Yeah, Slow gonna opt for it. Yeah.
Yep. Does not get hit by the one true RNG Mauler.
Yeah, that one is like the only one that can be a pain consistently, but
yep.
Yeah, Slow only getting hit once
and through the rest of them.
Yeah, that was really clean from Slow. He only took one hit and it was the one he planned on.
Yep.
Yeah, and he's gonna bail out of base and skip.
So it's really hard to get, and it only saves time if you get it second try. No, it only saves time if you get it first try, even if you get a second try, and losing time afterwards.
Yeah, base and skip only like I think even first try it only saves like 2 seconds or something. It's definitely worth going for if you can consistently get it, but it's not gonna make or break your run. And Slow getting an early headbang attack here. He's gonna go to town on Broken Vessel here. Yeah, tons of damage.
That's the RNG you want to see because you're able to end really clean fight.
Real quick fight, yeah, that was great.
Yeah. The reason what you want the headbang attack is because Broken Vessel will stand still and allow you to spam D-Dark on him, dealing a ton of damage. Right.
Dynamite had a little bit of the wall jump glitch there, but makes the spike pogo first try very cleanly.
I wasn't aware that there was a wall jump glitch.
It's a weird little thing where, like, if you jump off the wall, like, as you're sliding off of it, your character goes not, like, in the normal trajectory slightly. Oh, it's hard to describe. I would have to, like, describe it. It's not, like, gonna kill a run or anything, but...
Yeah. Misses the first skip, gets it the last skip first time, gets it the second time.
He didn't hit any of the Horms up, so he's just gonna take the time loss from this cutscene here.
Ooh, yeah. Probably, I think it is honestly faster to get hit out of the cutscene and heal, although I could be mistaken on that.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, being at 3 HP may in fact have been a factor in his decision to not hit the Hormp there.
Oh, most definitely.
We'll have to remember to ask about that in post-race, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, so now Dynamite following behind Slow, gonna head over to Basin, go through the Maulerks, get wings. And meanwhile, Slow heading over to Hornet 2, which most runners would say is probably the hardest boss fight in this category.
Oh yeah, it's a very difficult fight. Hornet 2 moves incredibly fast. she can parry your Shade Souls, which is going to be your main damage output, because if you double her Shade Soul, the Shade Soul, that's the way to do the most damage to her. And you're supposed to be a lot stronger than you are when you fight her.
Yeah, definitely. Like, for however many spells and power-ups we do have at this point, the game usually expects you to be a little bit more powerful even by the time you get to Hornet 2.
Yeah.
Like, we don't have any soul upgrades, we don't have any mask upgrades.
And we also have the base nail.
Yeah, that's right, we have base nail. It's a good point.
So that means that our nail is basically just a soul gathering stick.
Honestly, yeah, especially in all skills where our spells are the main damage dealer. Like you just said, nail is it's a soul gathering stick. I'm gonna start calling it that.
So Dye taking 2 damage here. Looks like he did go for the damage tank version, despite having taken the damage on the first one.
Yeah, meanwhile, Slow getting a lot of parries here over in Hornet 2 land. Getting a spell parried. Ugh.
That's what we were talking about as not being nice about this fight.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not even running and seeing that cause me physical pain, so.
Yeah. You want to get as few parries as possible and as many doubles as you can.
Yeah, definitely. Good fight from Slow.
Yes.
He makes quick work of it.
Honestly, any fight where the runner doesn't heal too much and doesn't die is a decent fight. It's just that hard. Oh, Dye at 1 HP.
Okay, don't get hit. Oh, God. Okay. Yeah, because you can die there. You can die after you kill Broken Vessel to one of those infection bubbles.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a scary moment. Ooh. Lo not invalidating his run there with the early control.
Right. Yeah, I mean, Slow with a pretty commanding lead right now and really not making any mistakes that would allow Dyenamite an easy path back into this race.
Yeah. I guess we'll see what Rick says is the difference between the runners at Wings. Oh, it looks like Rick's is no longer in chat, so we will have to eyeball the time difference.
Oh my God. Does that mean am I actually gonna have to do my job and keep track of the pacing? Ugh.
We rely on Rickson so much.
I know, right?
Huge shout out to Rickson.
My gosh, he deserves a medal. Yeah, so Slow now going to be making his way over to Cyclone Slash. This is a fairly relaxing part of the run, honestly. There's no crazy movement. There's no serious danger for us coming up. A very, very welcome reprieve after fighting Hornet 2. So we can keep an eye on Slow there. Meanwhile, over on Dynamite's side of things, excuse me, heading over to Hornet 2. Again, what most runners would agree is the most difficult boss in this category.
Having some technical difficulties over here on my end, so sorry about that.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, so we got Dynamite here, climbing up, getting ready to C-dash here. Yeah, this is both runners in fairly uneventful parts of the run right now, honestly. There's not really a whole places you can lose or make up time here with fairly standard movement.
Yep, but with Dye's Hornet 2 fight coming up, there will be some excitement very soon.
He's gonna go for the safety bench. Yeah.
Interesting decision. He probably knows that he won't have too much of an opportunity to catch up. Although, because he is behind, having that, I think it's a 7-second time loss, will not help him catch up.
Yeah, that's... I mean, we'll see, right? It's one of those things where if you get Hornet on your first try, you're like, darn, I shouldn't have bothered. But if you die, you're like, oh, good thing I did get the safety bench, right? But, I mean, when... being behind... I don't know. It's tough to say in a race mentality. So Dynamite getting a parry to start off. Hitting a nice double, though. Getting another parry. You always hate seeing parries in this fight, but... Getting in needle throws are probably the most welcome attack we can get because they allow us to DDAR Hornet without her moving out of the way, and you're guaranteed to hit her with the full damage from that spell. But Dynamite taking 2 hits here.
Yeah.
It's the second spell he's had parried. Getting a nice fight there. Oh my gosh. I always love seeing runners make like these really quick, snappy like dodges on Hornet's dashing. Oh, down to 1 health though. Dynamite has to be really careful. I think Hornet's pretty close to dead, fortunately. Yeah, okay.
Alright, there we go. A little bit scary when that happens.
Are you all good now?
I hope so.
Me too.
My computer just shut down on me, so...
Yeah. For cross-product asking in chat, yes. In the speedrunning community for Hollow Knight, we always use in-game time. As a PC game, it's done with the intention of eliminating any advantages that somebody might have just by spending more money on their computer hardware. So yeah, we use loadless timers that automatically stop when any rooms or segments are loading.
Yeah. There actually can be quite a considerable difference between real time and game time.
Oh,
up
yeah.
to 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's great. Depending on the length of the category, especially. You see slow here. Nice. 2, 3, 4.
Dude, that's
I think he shot that.
Oh,
yeah, he shot it.
Just missed
I was gonna
it.
say he shot his first fireball too early. It looked like to me. It's very tricky when you shoot that fireball after pushing you out. You either have to be at the absolute farthest distance you can from your nail hit, or wait like just a split teeny tiny second.
Yeah.
But either way,
timing is incredibly precise.
Yeah, it's a very... I've said this before, but top runners make it look incredibly free. There are a lot of very small, tiny nuances that make or completely break that fight.
Even top runners can sometimes mess it up.
Oh, yeah.
It's just that hard of a trick.
Yeah, absolutely.
But the trick saves at least 20 seconds. So it's very much worth doing.
But slow, he got a pretty quick second cycle there, so nothing too stressful to worry about. Dynamite now. Oh.
So slow now, slurping up second Dreamer, while Die gets Cyclone Slash.
Yeah, and slow heading into the split that I enjoy the most in this entire run. Very little, if any, RNG. Very, very movement heavy with tons of room for little micro optimizations everywhere. Overall, a really fun segment.
Oh yeah, the movement is just so much fun, and there's some really fun small glitches you can do as well. Oh no, Die's struggling a little bit.
Yeah, I'm curious to see if slow. I mean, this archives exit here we see slow doing right now. There's been a lot of okay, he goes for right side, which is really funny. If like literally a month ago, you would see every single runner in the world doing that right side exit. But you know, very, very recently in the community, we found that C-dashing across or even going diagonally across and out the left side actually is a little bit faster. So it's really cool for a game that's been out for this long to still see some fairly major changes in room movements and routing.
Over the last few months that this category has been in the tournament, we've seen so many optimizations and just amazing new strats found for all skills, as well as world record going down by a solid, I want to say, minute and a half.
Oh yeah, I mean, top 10 has gone down by multiple minutes. Like
Oh
it's
yeah.
ridiculous.
It's really incredible to see it all unfold.
Yeah, I mean, right now, top 10 on the leaderboards. Oh, it's actually me with a 5101. I think I think like right before this tournament was announced, top 10 was like a 54 or something. So
I believe so.
it's crazy, you know, just getting so many more people running the category, getting so many more eyes looking at different rooms and movements has really, really helped push the category farther.
And people dedicating so much of their time to running it. Top runners dedicating so much time.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there were a number of top runners from other categories who didn't really put much time into all skills that came over for this tournament. That really helped push it as well. But Slow making his way now through Green Path of Pain, as I've heard people call it. Or I think I heard Rixian refer to it as Path of Paint, because at the end of it, we see the Paint Master, who teaches us Great Slash, the third and final nail art we'll be getting for this run. And also the one that we pretty much have the least amount of use for. Oh, Slow
We
hesitating.
still use it in like some moments, like against some people use it against the devouts at the end.
Right.
But in general, it does have the least uses in this category.
Yeah, and speaking of new things, even using the Great Slash against the Devout is an incredibly new strat within this category. Is using a Great Slash than a D-Dark to kill the Devout. That's a very, very new strat that people have started doing.
Yep. So really nice movement from Slow in
Yeah, that was a great segment.
Path of Pains.
Path of Pain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Dynamite. Yeah, he looks like he's going for the traditional one cycle setup.
Yep. There are actually, this is another optimization that was found. Oh, it looks like he's going for...
No, he's not.
Either the Valley... It looks like he's going for the Valley cycle.
Yeah, I think he was one or two doubles short.
Yeah, no, he must have been going for the one cycle then. The two cycle, I mean. Because he didn't have quite the right setup with his nail hits. He upslashed instead of regular nail hits.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that cycle, but my understanding is you want to push Umu farther away from you, right?
Yes. Yes.
Gotcha.
I did spend a little bit of time learning that cycle.
Slow is having a really good Wraith Serena here, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Important to note. This is a section that, as I often say, it's very straightforward and simple until you make one small mistake and then it just snowballs out of control.
Pretty much, yeah, because all the splits start in the same position, so there's no RNG in that way.
Right.
But if you mess up any of the hits, let a split live for a tiny bit longer, it'll move out of the position you need it to be in, so you won't be in the right position for when the next splits appear.
Yeah, it just makes a whole mess of things. Then soul management becomes an issue, and just, yeah, it's a real mess. But Slow not demonstrating any of those unfortunate circumstances with a very clean Wraiths.
Yes. Now heading into Queen's Gardens, an incredibly movement-based segment with very little RNG as well. And this, a little bit like Crystal Peaks, you don't really have a lot of places to heal without losing time. Soul management is very important, and we do have an intentional damage tank, which Slow just demonstrated there. So health is incredibly important in this segment.
Yeah, definitely. Not a place you want to be taking damage, especially with the dark rooms coming up where it's very easy to accidentally take damage, especially if your nerves are high or who knows what could happen in there.
Yes, and you can't heal because you need to have full soul coming out of there.
Right. Yeah, optimally you need to have full soul for the devouts on, you know, going in and coming out, but
even if not optimally, you want to have two soul. Slow not at full soul.
He's gonna get that hit right there. Yeah,
Yep.
you can hit that little mossy guy on the way down.
So even if you don't go for the completely optimal strat. You want to have full soul to perform a D-Dark. Slow missing the airwalk.
Slow go. Oh my.
Oh,
I
not
am not
slow. What
brave
am I
enough.
saying? I'm so
You're
sorry.
talking about
I died
Dynamite.
going. Yeah.
I was saying slow is in an inventory drop right now that I am not brave enough to do. I always D-Dark that last spider there because the last thing I need to happen is to inventory drop down there and get hit into spikes by the spider, and then literally 15-20 second time loss there.
Apparently the spider is cycle based, but if you mess up any of your movement, it won't be where you expect it to be.
Yeah, definitely. If you can have perfectly consistent movement every single time, then yeah, it's optimal to inventory drop there and save the 3 hits of soul. Now slow here. We'll see. I mean, he's got 3 soul. I would expect him to do I would expect him to use 2 spells here, but he might decide to go for the great slash kill and then just use his 2 spells on the way out.
Oh nope.
Get 2 D-Darks.
D-Darks.
Yeah. Dynamite had a little bit of trouble with the cycles in Green Path of Pain here. He had to wait on the wall to let go of his C-dash there for a bit. One of the, I don't know the names of those flying dudes. I'm just going to be honest. We're going to call them flying dudes.
The Durandos?
Ah, okay. Okay. Yeah, it was in... It was in Dynamite. Whatever it is, it was in Dynamite's way.
Yeah. If that's because, like, it's so cycle-based, if you mess up, like, a tiny little bit, you're a tiny bit too slow, they won't be where you need them to be.
Yeah, definitely.
So let's see how Slow handles this. Looks like he's stream nailing the Devout.
Yeah, that's usually what most runners do. Murray found a way you can get a dash slash and a D-Dark to get that kill there. But it's fairly precise. And it's not very well known actually either.
That's another one of the brand new strats that you mentioned.
Yeah, absolutely. It's crazy how many there are for a category that's been around so long. Just again, just the whole idea of having so many more runners and more eyes looking at everything has really helped us find some things.
Absolutely.
Dynamite having some... Okay. That acid skip is a little more precise than it looks because acid skips are actually harder to do with Ismas because if you don't have Ismas, the game will let your hitbox drop all the way down until you're in the acid and it hits you. Whereas if you have Ismas tier, when you get kind of close to the acid, the game will just be like, oh, okay, you want to go into the acid now and drop you in as if you were swimming.
Pretty much, yeah.
Let's see what kind of let's see what kind of Wraith's Mound Dynamite has here. Oh, I think yeah, he missed one of the squits. I don't think he realized. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Looks like he's going for a different setup.
Yeah. Taking a hit there, never fun. And he finishes that just in time for us to get back over to Slow, who's going to be doing the sibling climb right now, which is one of the sketchier parts of this run.
Oh yeah, because the siblings, where they are when you reach them is complete RNG. You need to use them to pogo up to gain height for the climb. They deal 2 damage, and they don't give soul, but really clean climb.
Yeah, that was nice. Slow is just trying to help you demonstrate that they take 2 damage from a hit.
Yes, exactly.
Thank you, Slow. Very kind. You didn't have to do that. But...
Yeah. I had a little bit of a hard time at the beginning with the shade positioning, but then really made it up there quick.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so I mean, at this point, I don't really see any way for Dynamite to, you know, come back. It's probably having a clean Abyss climb there, which is one of the last places that runners will really die in this category. Having a clean climb there, I think that's kind of the nail of the coffin, but...
Yeah.
Do we know if either runner's on PB pace right now? Oh, wait! Oh no, Slow got the glitch where, oh no!
No! Oh no.
Fortunately, that's not a massive time loss, but that's still really annoying. Like, if he was on PB pace, that could be really annoying.
Is he on PB pace?
I don't know.
He's had a really good run so far. So it could be possible. Dye, unfortunately, I don't think he will be due to the Watcher Knight's death. But I guess we'll see. Not opting to get any hits in this room. Interesting choice. He'll probably farm some soul off the rooms in the next... off of the mossy pets in the next room. Yep, right.
Yeah. Yeah, because fun fact for anyone who doesn't know, the spikes that those enemies shoot actually do not have a hitbox on this patch of the game. Like, literally, you can just stand there and they don't hurt you.
Yep, spikes are on a different layer.
Yeah, and what's really funny is on older patches of the game, like prior to 1.2.21, they did hurt you. And then they didn't in 1.2.21, and now they do again. So it has to be like Team Cherry accidentally made a mistake or something.
Well, I mean, I imagine so, yeah, seeing as they patched it out.
So now, the part of the run that everybody looks forward to, the Abyss Climb. Slow making his way up, and we'll see what kind of strats he uses.
Yep.
Going for the pogos there. I don't like going for those pogos. They never feel safe to me.
And I actually like them more.
I feel like jumping is safer, and jumping is 100% faster, like no debate. But I feel like it's safer as well.
Ooh, taking a dunk there.
Yeah, that's a pretty rough place to take a hit on that climbing that spike wall.
Yes, because the respawn point is so far below you.
Yeah, that's the rough thing about taking any spike damage or hazard respawns in this climb is there's never any... Very rarely are you getting hazard respawn in a good place, but... Yeah, I don't think either runner is on PB pace for what it's worth. Just looking at what needs to be done still and how much time is left. Wait, what's slowest PB again? It's a 52.29, I want to say.
Slowest PB is 52.29. He has a minute left to get to and kill THK.
Yeah, so that's not happening.
Unless he gets like new comm sob.
Yeah. Yeah, still on a good pace though. I mean, he could still fit. I mean, I personally consider any run for a tournament setting that finishes within a minute of PB, I consider a success.
Oh, for sure, yes. It speaks to the runner's consistency with the mistakes that happen in a no reset setting.
As Wasabi points out in chat, 3rd and 4th scream scripts incoming here. Yeah.
So, let's see. No helicopter night. You hate to see it.
Yeah.
Well, Dye makes his way out of...
Dynamite took an interesting path out.
Huh.
I have never seen that. Okay. Well. It works. Slow C-dashing all the way across now to THK, while Dynamite's going to be in a little bit of downtime now before the next technical parts of this run, involving the sibling climb, which we saw Slow do not too long ago.
Yep.
And we'll see if Slow can kill Hollow Knight in 9 seconds to get a PB.
Haha. What are the odds? New comm sub incoming.
Yeah. Yeah. Really good timing on these shade dashes from Slow to not get hit. That's actually the optimal way to handle that dash. Most runners don't go for it because it is kind of sketch. Yeah, he's done 3 of them now, which is really, really impressive to time that.
Oh, yeah.
You need to have good spacing.
Yeah. Dashes are the worst attack you can get.
Yeah.
In this run. This is an incredible fight. He's getting a lot of the bad RNG, but handling it so well.
Yeah, he really is. Oh, he goes straight to the... that was the final scream,
self-stab.
Yeah, that was the final scream. I was gonna say, it looked like he was
didn't
about...
even change. GG.
Yeah,
he
slow.
gave a lot of screams.
And this will be well within a minute of his PB, so very, very respectable pace with Slow.
Yeah, that's an incredible fight.
Yeah, really well done.
As pretty much as good as
Oh,
possible.
Dynamite,
oh no!
no! How did he not
That was
get hit
so
there?
sketch.
What?
That was. Oh wow!
How on earth did
Wow!
Dynamite not get hit there? Bro,
That was so sketch.
You put me in that situation, and 10 out of 10 times I'm getting hit at least once.
Oh no question.
There's
He
no
handled
way.
it so well.
I have no idea how that happened.
He like squeezed right in between some siblings.
Yeah, so well done.
Yeah, so GG Slow. Do you want to mark him as finished?
Yeah, Mark Slow is done. And we'll switch over to Dynamite's audio.
So Slow saying lost 5 seconds to his gold, even with that insane THK fight.
Mm-hmm.
So now Dai is going to be picking up Abyss Streak before doing his Abyss climb and then THK fight. So let's see how those go.
Yeah. It's really funny. The Abyss Shriek section here, the split, it's a fairly boring segment, but there's actually quite a bit of room for movement optimization in it.
100%. And
Yeah.
because all the optimizations are so small, to get a gold in the split is pretty nice.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. I want to watch back the clip of Dynamite somehow not getting hit in that sibling climb.
I know.
That was absolutely insane.
Really gaming over there.
Yeah. Dynamite's a gamer. What can we say? Is Dynamite on PB pace? I don't think so.
His PB is a 58.49. Can
Yeah,
he kill THK in that time?
He'd have to, if he plays like incredibly well, maybe.
Yeah. I guess we'll find out.
He'd have to have a really, really good segment here.
Well,
we'll see what kind of climb he has.
Yep, it comes down to the climb and THK RNG mostly.
Yeah. Did he cancel a C-dash there? He did not. Oh. Ooh, okay.
Little bit of a sketch wall jump, but he gets it.
Ooh.
Oh, dumps in the spikes. He does get the he did get the hazard respawn though, so he doesn't spawn all the way down on the floor like you normally would.
Yeah, that was like the best hazard respawn he could have hoped for in that situation. But...
Oh yeah. I'm thinking he might have, like, he looked like he was debating going for the easier version.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would agree with you there.
That saved him there.
Yeah, but overall, a fairly clean climb. 2 HP, I would expect to see a bench and dirt myth here. Yes.
It is faster to bench in Dirt Myth because starting THK fight automatically hard saves you to the Black Egg Temple bench.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and having to stop
in an interesting direction there.
Yeah, Slow is doing what all good runners should do upon happy completion of a race. So, Sierra, up until recently, you were very anti-Mila killing. What changed there? It seems like you've had a change of heart.
Losing a run to talking to Elderbug was a real game changer for me.
Yeah, I can see that. So how do we feel about Slow here going for this kill? Oh, he's gonna leave.
I'm not sure if he is. What's Slow
leave.
Doing? Is he savoring taking in hits?
He might be. It's hard to say. Well, Slow sits there contemplating what he's gonna do. We're gonna go back to Dynamite, still racing right now.
Yep. Doing his.
We're gonna get any helicopter?
Fight.
Nope. No helicopter night. You hate to see it. Yeah. But yeah, what we were mentioning earlier, it's actually faster to bench in Dirt Myth because the C-dash that Dynamite is doing right as I'm talking, it wastes more time to stop this C-dash and bench than it is to just take the bench in Dirt Myth.
Yep. So let's see how this THK fight goes. He's not gonna be on PBK, but let's hope for a good fight from him.
Yeah, this can't PB anymore.
Yeah.
unfortunately. But I mean, it can come close because, like I just said, anything within a minute of PB, most runners are probably happy with that in this type of setting.
For sure. Especially seeing as he did take a death.
Yeah, that's true.
So, with a death to be this close to PB is quite incredible.
Well, we don't know if his PB has a death in it too, though, to be fair.
That is true.
Getting that last streak off during the scream is always a satisfying feeling.
Yeah. Getting a lot more screams than Slow did, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I didn't even know it was possible to skip all the screams but one.
Yeah, it's not common, but yeah, it's very possible.
There's
Dynamite.
the final scream.
Oh, another self-stab. You hate to see it. And that's going to be it. This should be about a... Yeah, I think it'll be like a 59-28. Something around there.
Yeah. Looks like Slow purchasing the map there. I wonder why. Oh.
Yeah, 59-28 from Dynamite. GG's.
GG, yes.
Yeah, both runners finishing comfortably within a minute of PB.
You hate to see it.
Yeah, I hate to see it. We are not fans of Elderbug here.
Nope.
No.
We do not like him. So yeah, if you... Oh wow, doing some interesting major glitches there.
Yeah, Slow showing off some storage there. Very fascinating.
Yep. If you want to mark Daya as finished.
Yep, he's marked as done.
Okay.
So both runners. We'll get them on up in here and do a quick little interview.
Yep.
Oh. And just waiting on Slow now. Hey, GG's. Congrats to both of you for good times.
GG's, yeah.
Yeah, so Slow, congratulations on your win today. How are you feeling?
That was the first race I've done, I think, where I was within a minute of my PB, so it's finally good to get a decent run in the tournament.
Congrats.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, congrats. And Dynamite also, you know, obviously not the win today, but still running within a minute of PB in a very high pressure setting. How are you feeling right now?
Actually, yep.
Yeah, I forget because like that's my best run so far, and I wanted to just get something under an hour in the race, which is what I was looking for.
Yeah,
to get a sub hour even with a death, really impressive.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, for sure. So Slow, what do you got going on your screen there, real quick, just to explain to some runners maybe what you're showcasing?
Oh, well, I invalidated my run by basically if you interrupt casting a spell with the quick map, you can turn around, go through a transition, and then infinitely jump, pretty much.
Nice.
And
oh, nice.
that's how you get float.
That's super cool. Yeah, so but pardon my ignorance for not keeping up with all the matches, but what record are you finishing with Slow for the Swiss brackets here?
I'm at 3-2. I think I'm on the border of qualifying. I might be in like the 4-person like mini race to see who qualifies.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, well, best of luck going forward with that. One question I always like to ask both runners, were either of you, well, I mean, I think I know the answer because I saw, at least Slow, I remember seeing you in chat. Were either of you looking at the race, and did that affect your decision-making at all, or how you decided to approach the run?
Yeah.
Okay,
You go ahead.
I think for all my races, I this one and the first one is the only ones I looked at. I honestly, I don't really feel a difference when watching and not watching, but
Sure.
I guess it does feel nice seeing like what the other person's doing and how they're doing. So I get
Right.
to
Yeah, yeah. This was my first time watching while I was running. I think it did help a little bit with my nerves, just knowing where my opponent was and how if I had to go for more risky strats and stuff like that.
Makes sense. Dai, we wanted to ask you, by the Isma skip, you didn't hit the worm to get the damage hit out of the tutorial screen. What was
yes.
the thought process behind that?
I think in my head, I thought it was too high, so I would need to like get on the other platform, then go back and hit it. So I didn't go for it. Then in retrospect, that probably still would have been faster than waiting for it and waiting for the thing cutscene.
Gotcha.
So I think I didn't think I could hit it.
Yeah, we were wondering if it was because you had 3 health and maybe you didn't want to go down to 2 health with the lava room coming up.
No, I just didn't think I was its height was too high.
Gotcha, for sure.
Understood, yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there were any other interesting parts of the run to comment on.
Oh, Dai, your sibling climb was really clutch.
Oh my, yeah, I was going crazy on the comms. Oh my lord.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it was kind of scary because they all swarmed in like a circle, in like a perfect circle, and it was really scary.
Yeah, I don't know how you got out of there hitless. Like, I have no idea. Yeah, I was saying you put me in that situation, and 10 out of 10 times I will get hit, and at least 1 time, if not more. So, yeah, you had me going pretty hype. So that was nice to see.
Oh yeah, looking at chat. After I picked up Shade Cloak, when I had that death.
Oh yeah, it's a really
yeah, because
unfortunate
the
one.
game doesn't set your respawn point when you do the Dream Nail early control afterward, so you just get automatically destroyed in the void.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. I've only seen that happen one other time. Otherwise, I would have been very confused about what was going on. But that's really, I mean, I guess the benefit there is it's not a massive time loss, but it's still really, really frustrating.
Yeah, it's not too bad. It was like 15 seconds or something like that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Your THK fight, though, was absolutely incredible.
Yeah, I somehow skipped the self-stab.
Yeah, I've only seen that like 1 or 2 times for, so that was super hype. And the other thing I was really impressed with is you had like really, really good spacing and movement and timing with a lot. You don't see a lot of runners do what you did here. It's actually the optimal way to handle it. But when THK dashes at you, you dash the same way with him. And that was incredibly impressive to see your spacing and timing worked out so well like that.
Yeah, I practiced THK for a little bit before the race. Just definitely.
It definitely showed.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't have any other questions, Sierra. I don't know about you, but that's all I had for the runners.
Well, let's see. Does chat have anything they would like to ask the runners?
Yeah, and while we wait for chat questions, Slow Dynamite, do either of you have anybody you'd like to shout out or any social media you'd like to plug?
Shout outs to Comms, Rhino and Sierra, of course. And then I want to shout out Rixine as well. They were here for about half the race, but they're awesome in chat, keeping us updated on all the times and stuff.
Yeah, for sure. We don't deserve Rixian, but yeah. And Dynamite, how about yourself?
Yeah, I just want to shout out like Kali, Sour, and Serpent, the cool people. You guys should go watch them.
Right.
They helped me a lot, like during this Hollow Knight thing. They're the ones that actually let me pick up the game or got me into it. So they're cool.
That's so awesome to hear. That's awesome.
Yeah, some cool people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I don't see any questions in chat, so I think with that we're gonna wrap it up. And this was the last match of the entire Swiss bracket. All that's left is our top 16 playoff bracket to go.
All right.
I believe there will be a tiebreaker match in between.
Yes.
3 or 4-way match. So that's gonna be incredibly hype. So look out for when that occurs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
yeah, I mean, I guess with that, thanks everybody for tuning in. There are, like I just said, there are no more races on the schedule, so keep your eyes and ears open for when the next races are going to be happening.
Yeah.
I wanna thank you, Sierra, for coming with me. It's always a pleasure.
Same here. Thank you so much for coming with me as well.
Yeah, of course, anytime.
And
Yeah.
GG to both runners. GG Slow on the win.
Yeah,
Yep.
and with that, we're gonna call it. So thank you, everyone. Have a good rest of your day and take care.